I am at the Jama Masjid, Delhi, which is the largest mosque in all of India. India having one of the world's largest Muslim populations. So I think it's actually number 3 in the world is what I think the number is the 3rd biggest Muslim population in the world after Indonesia and Pakistan. So this is an extremely historically significant mosque. I'm gonna just wander about and ramble a little bit. So directly across from us you have the Red Fort right there, right? And that was the seat of the Mughal emperors. That was where the Mughals ran India from. The Mughals were basically a Muslim group that came from outside of India, came into India, took over, and then they basically ruled the place for hundreds and hundreds of years. They were, I think, maybe the longest ruling dynasty in Indian history to like rule a big chunk of the country. Could be wrong on that, but they were historically the most significant for northern India because of the huge impacts that they had culturally, politically, even architecturally, right? They're what brought Islam into the subcontinent, making it the 2nd largest religion out of all people here today. And when you look at countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh, which are majority Muslim, that is because they brought it in and they gave it to these people. And inside of India still there is huge Muslim populations. So they built this enormous mosque, and the imams of this mosque actually used to be the ones who did the coronation of the Mughal emperors. So all Mughal emperors, basically, they were given their throne. Coronation ceremony is basically where like a religious figure gives you your power from God, right? In Christian countries, they did it, and in Muslim countries, they did it as well, where a religious figure gives you the right to rule over your country as God wants it, right? That's the idea. So the imams here, they bestowed the power of God onto, Allah, onto the Mughal emperors to rule over India and to be just and good, basically, is the idea. So let's see what it looks like inside, but I just want you guys to know that I'm very, very impressed with this. It's a very beautiful and it's very different style than the mosques I've seen before, Like I said in other videos, India is very unique in everything that it does, really. Its mosques are different, its markets are different, its religions, its cultures, its clothing, everything India does, it does very uniquely in a way that most countries can't really say for themselves. So, let's check this out. So as a tourist, I can't actually go in beyond this point. It's for Muslims only, which makes sense. It is still an active mosque that people do use for worship, for prayer. So I can show you guys a little bit of the inside. You can see a little bit of how it looks, but this is a place that the Mughal emperors would have come fairly regularly, as it is directly across from where they actually lived. So that being said, this is an incredibly historic and beautiful place to visit in Delhi. Before I get out of here, I just do want to say the surrounding walls of all this is like, it's really incredible, Coming from the United States, seeing American architecture in the way that I've grown up seeing almost exclusively American architecture, right, in my country, it's literally nothing like this. There's no place in the US other than now like Hindu temples, right? They exist. But there's no real place in the United States that just organically kind of grew to be so ornate and like beautiful as most of these extremely ancient, extremely historical cities all over India have grown up to be. So leading up to here, you can see out in the background the Red Fort, and you can see the huge market. This whole street is basically one just big market leading up to the mosque here. And there's lots of stuff, paraphernalia you can buy relating to India, but also to Islam and the stuff around here.